All right. Hey guys, welcome to our Monday Night Dream Team Zoom. This is a special one because I asked Lindsay to be on here. I just wanted Lindsay to be able to talk about what she took away from the Dream Team Leader Retreat. Number one, selfishly, because I want to make sure that any of you that weren't there and that didn't work for it, that you're like, dang, I should have worked for it. So that's selfishly, but also because I really do want to hear from her what she took away, what it meant to her. And then also, Lindsay, feel free to share the fact that you've been to, you were at Samantha's retreat in Arizona, you were at Maria's retreat in Florida, then you were at my retreat in Florida. And I can't remember if there was a retreat involved or just a local or something when you were in Virginia. I feel like there was something with the group. So just, talk about what this whirlwind travel thing has been like for you also. But that's it. I'm going to be quiet because we have to hurry and move along. So,
all right. So, thank you, Tammy, for asking me to be on. So I'll backtrack to my little fast world tour that I did. So what it was is my trip, Samantha's was a leadership retreat. So it was an earned retreat. My trip to Virginia was just locals. And then we just did a lot of powwow luncheons. So that's something that I know that I've talked about at both retreats, and I will continue to reiterate is powwow luncheons on a monthly basis for promoters are huge, guys. I know even when Tammy hosts her local, and she said that sometimes there's newbies that show up and there's not, she utilizes that hour. She doesn't just say, okay, guys, thanks for showing up. But y'all know what to do. No, she utilizes that time, came up with the topic. Y'all all went around the room. I want to encourage y'all to do that tonight, because here's what I've learned through all of this journey of traveling, not only for myself, but what I'm hearing is community. We need our people. We need our bitches. We need our people. And here's the thing. We can jump on Zooms just like this. We can jump on calls. I can send text messages to you and vice versa, but there's just something that is lacking in that belly to belly. And I'm pretty sure something in my gut is going to tell us that tonight. Jason Camper is probably going to tell us that we need more belly to belly. And yes, social media is the name of the game, but there is nothing like a touching and feeling and being with your tribe. There's just nothing like it. So whirlwind of the things that have happened for me personally, guys, I get invited to go and host these locals and help with these retreats. But I want you to know that the Lindsay that you're looking at right now is not the Lindsay who left in August. And I am proud of that. And here's why. So I can be in this industry for a long time. I feel like I know a lot of the ups and downs and all arounds, but I'm never too good to learn. I'm never too good to listen. And if there is anything that I can sit here and just have you capitalize on tonight, is finding what Tammy made us do at her retreat is believing bigger. So the whole circle in the sand thing is just, it's mind blowing. I am proud to say that I am literally like 9 days into taking 5 minutes a day and talking to God, which is what Tammy asked us to do. It is one scripture a day. Lo and behold, Tammy had no idea, Tammy's this way on my screen, by the way, had no idea that my mom had already scripture cards. I had no idea when I got home. My mom had scripture cards. And what's really cool about these particular cards, I'll be honest with you, this little baby right here, I love her, but she scares me. Okay. So it breaks it down. It does the scripture for me, but on the back, it says it. So I'm going to get a little crazy on you. And here's why. I am the type of person that I feel like I've been so blessed with this company. I get to stay home within 5 months. I've paid off a lot of debt. I will be debt free. 2025 was my goal, but obviously Tammy said that is absurd and ridiculous that I need to push that baby up. So we're in 2023. I just wasn't dreaming big enough. I felt like if I asked for more, that was selfish of me. And that's just because that's who I am. I thought, man, Lindsay, you have the home you want. You have all the things you want. Like, how in the hell can you ask for any more? Guess what? God is not going to do it unless I ask for it. That is one of the main quotes that I wrote. I only took 1 page of note at Tammy's thing. I was doing a lot more listening than note taking. God won't do it unless you pray about it. And so I'll be honest with you. When she asked us to talk it out and ask these things, I didn't know where to start. I was scared. I didn't know that I needed to be asking for more because I don't want to call it humble, or I don't really know what word it was. I just felt like, how can I ask for more when I'm in such a great place? Guys, Tammy helped me learn that I can move the mountains. And so tonight, y'all all know what to do to get new customers. You know how to do to get the get. You know how to reach out. You know how to reach up, reach all around. You know, group chats. I'm not coming to y'all about that tonight. I want to let you know that in the last 10 days of me praying for God-sized goals, I already feel the things moving. Like I am feeling this vibration moving. No, have I had anybody just knocking on my door ready to blow it down? No, it's not. But I feel the magic is working. I feel God is doing some things every single day. I'm going to tell y'all this. I'm working on my cussing, but I'd be damned if every single scripture that I've gotten in the last 9 days does not have to do with what I'm talking to y'all about tonight. I'm going through some things personally that I need peace about. One of my scriptures was about peace. 2 of my scriptures, one with Tammy and one when I got home, was to ask for help. So here's what I'm going to do for you tonight. I want for you to understand that it's not selfish to ask for bigger things. So is one of your goals to be debt-free? That I guarantee you, I don't see a face on this screen that has any more debt than I do at this moment. I love y'all, but I don't see a face on this screen that has any more debt than I do at this moment. That doesn't even need to be one of your goals because you're already going to be there. I want for you to think bigger than that. And that's what Tammy really had us do. So I've heard it leading up. I preach about dreaming big and turning your dreams into reality. But when I finally sat down and I dug deep of what I really felt like I was worthy of, it's changed me. So on my 10-year accomplished goals that y'all know I write every single day, my dates moved up like by 3 years because I was selling myself short. I thought, oh, if I wait till 2025, then that's good. No, Lindsay, one of your IM statements is that you're earning $1 million a year. There should be no reason why I have to wait till 2025 to pay my debts off, to bring my husband home, to be putting $20,000 a month into investments. So I, Lindsay, am selling myself short. And here's the thing. The second night, I asked for God to take the fear away from me because I don't know a person on this screen that isn't afraid of those God-sized dreams, right or wrong. I mean, it is scary to think that you can be living in a mansion. I don't know what your dreams are. I don't know what your goals are, but I don't know a single person that doesn't want a butler and a housekeeper and all the things and, all of the things. I'll be honest, Tammy had us write, which I've done this before with leadership retreats too, and I love it. Write a note of who we want to be in 5 years. Mine's a little pretentious if you were to go and read it, because she had me dreaming these God-sized goals. And we were a $30 million a month team. So you do the math on what you think a $30 million a month team is making in income. Okay. That's incredible. I don't have to worry about finding a ride to the airport because my bitch is going to be taking me there and dropping me off. I don't have to worry about who's going to pick me up from the airport because my chauffeur is going to be driving me to this beach house that all my thriving family is going to be at. And guess what? At that, not a single person is going to have to worry about how they're going to get there, how they're going to have time off, all of these things, because in my God-sized goals, it's all paid for. Airfare, food, spa. I mean, we're not even thinking. And here's the thing. I know a lot of people think, well, I want to do this. And I am for the masses because I have always believed that if I win, you win, we all win. I need for you to get your goals for me to accomplish my goals. That's the main thing. But again, it's you versus you. Tammy can't get you there. I can't get you there. And Samantha can't get you there. You have to get yourself there. So I want to encourage y'all to write your goals down. I want to encourage you to have your accomplished goals and give them either to Tammy, myself, Samantha, whoever you feel confident with. I know everybody at Tammy's retreat, I told her to go on ahead and read mine, girl, and paint that up in the sky and put it in a blimp because this is all going to be happening because this is 5 years from now. I mean, I'm going to be a damn bajillionaire by then, by the way that I'm, these goals. So What happened to me, guys, is I started dreaming again. It's so easy to get stuck in a rut. It's so easy to you're one of two ways. You either think you can't get there because you haven't gotten there yet. That's step number one. Or maybe you're where I am and you've been very blessed with this company. You've paid off some debts. You've bought your second home. Whatever the case is, there's one or two ways. You're either number one, you're not there yet, so you feel like you just need to give up. Or number two, you have accomplished a couple of things. You don't know how much more you're able to accomplish or that you feel worthy of accomplishing. I don't know which one you are. I'm two. I had to let that fear go and bring in hope. And you want to know what's so weird? I've been on a Christian walk since the day I came out my mom's foodie hall. I have taken the wrong path lots of times in my life. I have always been pulled back in, and I got to go back that way. Guess what my preacher spoke about yesterday morning? Always taking the path of least resistance. It's the scariest path to take. I want for all of y'all today to quit looking with your eyes, quit thinking and seeing with sight. I want you to start believing by faith, not by sight. Because if you sit here by sight, you see a rank, you see a number, you see all of these things that maybe you're not there with. But if you think by faith, guess what? You could be an 80K and still be debt free. You can be a 40K and still come home and be a work from home mom. You can be a 12K and drive that flipping freaking car, sports car that you want. Don't look at the numbers. Don't let your eyes be the guide of your future. I need you to put your sight to the side, and I want you to go on the path of least resistance with me. And that is having faith in your personal life and your professional life. I'm going to start by telling you right now, I, Lindsay, needed to get some things in check in my personal life. I got some major things coming up that have really derailed me because of my fear. But guess what's happening and hindering? My business. Because you can't let all of that chaos and that noise stop you from doing and helping other people. So I want to encourage you to write some God-sized dreams down. Guys, this debt-free should not be any of yours, because I know that you are in no more debt than I am. We're going to have that paid off in no time, right? I need for you to dream big. Do you want some of the things I wrote down? I want to be a huge advocate for elderly people. Why? I've lost some very, very near and dear people in my life that are older, and I've had to go into nursing homes and people just throw their family in there. They don't care. They never get to see people. And then we wonder why they talk the ear off a billy goat. They're lonely. I want to help those people. Single moms. Guys, I was a single mom at 18 years old. I want to be able, in my huge God-sized dreams, to help sponsor people in my area that need legal help, that need a vacation with their kids. I would have given anything to give Briley a vacation when she was younger, or for me, I mean, let's just be honest, to get away. I didn't have the money for that. I was just trying to put diapers on her butt and food on the table. That was important to me. So that was one of mine, vacay spots for single moms to be able to go and just have a week to live their best life with their kids and not a worry in the world. So those are the things I need for you to dream about. Those are, I mean, it could be something as big as you want to go and pay for your parents to have a brand new home, or because that's a huge thing, because you got to pay your home off first before you can probably go pay their home off, right? Those are the things I need for you. This is deep. And I know that Tammy probably thinks, God, Lindsay, you came on here. But y'all, I prayed before I came on here, and for God to give me the words to say what he needed y'all to hear. But the things that I see a lot of familiar faces, and I see some people that weren't there. I want to encourage you to think about it. Think about what this doesn't have to happen. You should not be able to spout these. It took me 4 days, guys, to realize what it was that I was wanting. I'm looking at all of y'all, see your little pretty pictures. 4 days. This was not Lindsay wrote this shit down in 30 minutes and she just went out there and talked about it. No, I had to think, because what my deals were not near as big as what I knew that I could do. So mine have now changed. Riley's college debt is paid for by January of 2023. My house was supposed to be paid off by 2025. I moved that booger up to 2023. I'm putting $20,000 a month into my SEP and my investments by 2024. Those are things that are huge God-sized goals. And I kind of specified investments in set because there's some things that are still rambling in my mind. You're not going to know everything right off the bat, but you need to hone in on a few, because the most important thing when I wake up, I want to know what I'm working towards every single day. I want to make sure that my family understands when I take time away, this is what it's about. And guess what? I'm an empty nester now, but when I came home from this retreat, I told my husband, my head's going to be down in my phone. I love you. I respect you. When you need me, or when we did a date night Friday night, I made sure to keep my phone and put it away. But I'm going to say this. It was my responsibility to do that. But I told my husband in advance, get ready, buddy, because we're going to the moon, because I have to. And then I got an Instagram jail. So damn it. But that's okay. I learned, and it's okay. But I need for y'all to dream bigger. I want for you to set some huge, huge goals for yourself, and here's the thing, they're going to be put in your path. Okay. These new rock star people are watching you right now. They're going to be put in your path. So what I need for you to do is dream bigger, just as I have. I've been in this business for 7.5 years. I've been up, I've been down, I've been all around. Yes, I've hit a lot of accomplishments and accolades, but those are just like they're the scraping. Jason Camper last week, I know that Tammy and Samantha can vouch for this. He asked us to personally message and text him, are we all in? Is this what we truly want to do? And if it is, what are we doing to get there? You can bet your sweet Bippy, I just jumped off an airplane. I was eating at my favorite Mexican food restaurant with an AirPod in. And I immediately was texting him before he even got off that call, because guys, this is my life. The Thrive Life. Hello, I got that shit tattooed on me. I mean, come on. Let's just be honest. See, several of us did. This is my life. This is my livelihood. This is my path. This is my passion and my purpose. So I have to do that. But I have just felt this whole crazy thing. I'm going to tell y'all, it's changed so much that I went out Saturday night. I had a few brewskis, but you know what? I did not hesitate, not one bit, to wake up Sunday morning and do my 5 minutes with God, because I need it every single day. I need to talk out what it is that's in this mind that's selling myself short. And that's what I want to encourage you to do. If you don't want to talk to God, talk to the walls, mediate, meditate. I don't know what it's called. All those other things in the universe, I need you to do it and talk it out. If you don't want a scripture, there are these really cool little flip calendars that have a saying every single day that you could read aloud and just take 5 minutes to say. Like today's was always play the long game. Guess what I would have said to that? I'm in this for the long haul. I am in this for 20, 30, 40 years. I'm here for Briley's grandkids and my great, great grandkids. I'm in it to win it. I'm not giving up because there's a hurdle in the road. So you pick the path of what you want to do. But you need to put, for me, it's so easy to get away from, I'm not a book reader. I'm working on it because I got a really good book to read. But I'm just saying, I'm taking the time for me, and I want to encourage you to take the time for you to get your mind right. 5 minutes a day, that's all you need to do. Guess what Lindsay did? I woke up 5 minutes earlier and I work out, and then I do this right after my workout. And it has been so refreshing for me. So Tammy, I've talked. We have 10 minutes left. Any questions you want to ask me or hone in on necessarily? Because I'm just going 90-0.
Well, first of all, I'm super happy to hear all of this, because clearly it did something for you. So that makes me happy, because that was always the goal. And you just said you prayed before you got on here. I prayed every day before the retreat, like, please let it be what people need, because I don't know what everybody needs. But I do know that all of these women in TJ that I'm surrounded by, they just set goals that they can do on their own. And I wanted to really talk about goals that were so big, you can't do them on your own. It either is going to take God, or it's going to take the universe or Buddha or whoever the heck you believe it takes. It's going to take somebody else. And so that's really what we spent the 3 days focused on, is pushing ourselves. And hopefully by that last day, any of you that are on here that were there, if you want to add, you can. Hopefully by that last day, you got closer and closer to coming up with like what it is that you wanted. I know I talked to somebody on the beach one day. I won't say their name so they can keep their stuff private, but this is a person who constantly is just like, I hope I can get to 4K. And before the trip was over, she was like, you know what? I want to be able to pay for a college scholarship every year for someone who deserves it. Like, that's what will keep you in the game. Those kinds of goals will help you be like, oh, you don't want to thrive right now? Okay, good. Let me go talk to the next person. Oh, you don't want to thrive? Okay, good. Let me go talk to the next person. Because it's not about having a nice car and having a nice house. It's about what you can do with all those things. It's your duty to be successful in life. You don't want to just get by. You weren't put, like, the chances of you being born are outrageously, like, the odds are crazy. So if you're here and you're like, I'm just going to get by, like, that's selling yourself so short. Like, you can do amazing things. This world is limitless. And that's what I really wanted us to focus on. So does anybody else want to share anything that they took away from the weekend? Or so I'm the same way, I could share chat about it all the whole time. If you don't have the book Circle Maker, I would encourage you to get it.
Can I say something?
Yes, please do.
I was not there, but I want you and Lindsay to both know that I am incredibly honored to be on a team where your leaders pray for you. Like, I really needed that. So thank you guys for just like doing something different and changing it up, because I have been reading that book and doing the homework, and this just proves that I'm in the right place. So thank you guys.
Good. Well, thank you for that, because I shared with Lindsay that probably the most nerve-wracking night of that entire thing for me was Thursday night when I was going to give the book out for the first time, because I don't think you have to believe in God or Jesus. I know that there's a lot of things in this world we believe in, but it's important to me that you all believe in, that you know that there's something bigger out there than us. There has to be. You were once so small you couldn't be seen, and now you were birthed. Like, oh my gosh, right? So I will say we spent 5 minutes every morning together. We read, you can go over like an affirmation card, you can do a prayer card, and just literally with your eyes closed, repeat it, feel it, listen, like be quiet and listen to what comes to you. What are you trying to pick up? And we did spend every sunset on the beach in our own prayer circle, which was phenomenal also. So I encourage you, yes, community is important, but getting to know yourself is also really important. And so I think a lot of times we're like, what's KG doing? And what's that Lindsay doing? And what's Maria up to? They're not you. What are you up to? What's important to you? Like, there's somebody on here right now that probably would love to have an orphanage someday for, you know, babies or animals. I don't know. Some of you want to like do crazy, amazing things. And you're like, that's the weirdest thought. Why would I think that? If you thought it, you thought it for a reason. Like, it's in you for a reason. So I just want to encourage you so much to do that, and to read that book if you haven't, to spend time with yourself, with your goals. And remember, if you are setting a goal that you can achieve on your own, you're setting it way too low. Way too low.
Sorry, ding, 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 ding. She just hit the nail on the head. If you can accomplish that by yourself without asking for help, it's not big enough. And that was, I'm going to throw Sandra Dilbeck under the bus. That was one of the hardest things for her and I, because we felt like we've already been so blessed. How could we ask for any more? So we had to actually ask for the fear to be gone before we could bring in the glory and the hope. So if that's where you're at, spend a couple of days just saying, Lord, get this fear, get this, whatever feeling it is out of your system, because that's what we had to do. And then open that up to have the glory and the hope and the faith and all of those things. But again, you should not be able to write your God-sized goals in a day. Like, it took me several days. Tammy had mentioned this to me at Samantha's retreat, but none of it clicked. I mean, she probably was asking for a lot of really good advice from me, but none of it was clicking. I wasn't in the right mindset at that moment. But it all started clicking. Some of the things we did at Samantha's all reeled in right into Tammy's. And that was what was so cool. So I want to encourage you, we're fixing to have to jump off here because we know we got to listen to Jason Camper, is take some time this week. It is Monday. You have all week long. Okay. Yes, it is month end, but month end is going to happen with you doing this as well. Trust me, there's enough time. I need you to wake up 5 minutes earlier in the morning. I know every time you talk to me, I'm asking you to wake up earlier. Hell, you're not going to be able to sleep when you're done with me. And I want you to start thinking about these. And guys, here's the cool thing. Keep your phone by you, keep a pen or a notebook by your bed. Some people's, my best ideas come either in the shower or when I'm ready to go to bed at night. Write that down. And then you can always add to it, but let's get a base going. And I want to encourage you to hold yourself accountable. If you're in the mood and if you feel it, send it to one of your leaders, because I know I'm an accountability person. I need for Tammy to whip me into shape. Like I've been texting her back and forth with a couple of other things. And, you know, it's just nice to have that little powwow. I'll pass it to you, girl.
Okay, that's it, guys. I just dialed into the call and I got right in. So if you want, I can stop this recording and then I can just put this up to the thing if you're afraid you can't get on, or you can try to dial in now. But thank you, Lindsay. Thanks for sharing. And yeah, just you guys think, ask for help and think. Like that's what we're here for. So I'm going to stop the recording.